So when news comes out like this, it can be very easy to be reactionary. It can be very easy to get frustrated. So what I'm gonna do is take out some of that frustration, take out some of that stress, and go hit a bucket of balls. Alright, so I've hit some balls, relieved some stress. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to talk about this trade. Hello and welcome to Hockey Talkie. My name is Clay. Thank you for tuning in. I want to start off by apologizing. I want to say I'm sorry because in my last video I mentioned that the Blackhawks would be starting a new dynasty here, and that has apparently angered the hockey gods, and now we are being punished. So, yeah, sorry. This is all my fault. The big news of the day, unfortunately, is that the Blackhawks have traded 2017 first-round draft pick, 29th overall, defenseman Henri Jokiharju. Sorry, I'm going to rewind. I don't feel like I've done justice to Henry with that description. The Blackhawks have traded U18 World Junior Champion, U20 World Junior Champion, and World Champion Henri Jokiharju, who was 2017 first-round draft pick, which was in Chicago, read off by Patrick Kane, who very well could be the greatest American to ever play hockey. He was traded to the Buffalo Sabres for 2016 first-round draft pick, 8th overall, forward Alexander Nylander. Straight up. 1 for 1. That's it. If you look at the numbers, Alexander Nylander, through 3 seasons with the Buffalo Sabres, has played 19 games and has amassed 6 points. Henri Jokiharju, last season alone, played in 38 games for the Hawks, amassed 12 points. Essentially the same numbers. You just take Alexander Nylander's and just, put a couple more seasons there. The only difference is Nylander is a forward. Henri Jokiharju is a defenseman. Henri Jokiharju was supposed to be part of the future core of this team. Henri Jokiharju, Adam Boqvist, Ian Mitchell, Nicholas Bodin, those 4 defensemen were going to usher in the next dynasty for the Hawks. I don't care what you have to say, hockey gods. That is the truth. But that is no longer the case. Now, I have, by and large, for the most part, defended Stan Bowman because I understood the situation that he's been in. Right? Ever since the 2010 Stanley Cup, Blackhawks have been in cap hell. You throw any GM, any person into that role, good luck. They're going to make bad moves. That's just the reality of the situation. They don't hold a whole lot of leverage. And Stan definitely made some bad moves. But he also made some good moves. He made enough good moves to help the Hawks win 2 more Stanley Cups. You know how many other teams wish they could say that about their GMs? Like 28-ish? A lot of teams. A lot of teams wish they could say that. We don't have to say that because we got it done. Stan got it done somehow, some way. It wasn't the prettiest, but it worked. And now the Blackhawks have some cap space, finally. We're out of cap hell, and we've got a bright future of prospects. And then we do this. I cannot defend Stan for this one. I just can't. I wish I could. I really wish I could, but I can't. I can't. Obviously, a lot of people are comparing this trade to that trade, the one where he traded Nick Schmaltz to the Arizona Coyotes in exchange for Dylan Strome and Brendan Perlini. And that gives people some hope because Dylan Strome has seemed to turn a corner since joining the Blackhawks, and many think, well, hopefully Alexander Nylander can do the same. The only difference is that Dylan Strome had a bit more of a track record in the NHL prior to us trading for him. He had 48 games through 3 seasons with the Coyotes. Meanwhile, Alexander Nylander's only had 19 games through 3 seasons. Like, it's a lot bigger risk. And considering it's Henri Jokiharju, supposed to be part of the future core. Now, Nick Schmaltz was kind of supposed to be part of the future core too. But defensive core, I would argue, is more important than forward core, especially when your forward core right now is pretty well established. Now, I don't have a signed poster of Henri Jokiharju like I do of Nick Schmaltz, but I did meet Henri in person at the convention last year, got a picture with him, and I wished him the best of luck. I told him how excited I was about his future, that he was going to do great things, or at least I thought he was going to do great things. And he thanked me. I don't think he remembers any of this, which is fine because he met a lot of people that day. But he seemed like a good kid. He seems like he's going to have a great future. And he seemed like he was exactly what the Hawks needed at this point in time. And the fact that he is no longer a Blackhawk really, really pains me. It upsets me. I was very disappointed about that trade. But Dylan Strome has helped ease that trade for me. This one stings a lot right now. And I can't defend the trade. The only way I can justify it, and I don't really agree with this, but the only way I can justify this is if Coach Colleton was just never going to play Henri Jokiharju because he didn't think Jokiharju really fit into his defensive system. That's really the only way I can justify this trade. And if that's the case, fine. Trade him. Don't bury him in the AHL. Even though he could have maybe used another year in the AHL, that wouldn't have been the worst of things. But if he was never going to play under Coach Colleton, then fine. Trade him. Get some assets for him. But not just Alexander Nylander. Like, there's no way the Buffalo Sabres cannot give up more for Henri Jokiharju. There's no way the Blackhawks cannot get more than just Alexander Nylander for Henri Jokiharju. There's just no way. There's just no way. Now, if for some reason, somehow, Alexander Nylander is watching this video, sorry, bud. I don't really have a whole lot of faith in you right now. But I'll have you know, you're a Blackhawk now, which means I'm rooting for you. I'm pulling for you. I want you to succeed. I hope that a year from now, 2 years from now, I can look back at this video and laugh and say how much of an idiot I was. Seriously, I hope that's the case. I'm pulling for you. I said this with Ole Mata. I'll say it again to you. I don't have a lot of faith right now, but you can change that. Please change that. Please prove me wrong. And with that, I say thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate that as always as well. But most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.